Hello, everybody. Don't you think it's about time that you finally got rid of the anxiety and the depression once and for all? I think it's about time that we solve this problem. And it's not a terribly difficult problem to solve for a lot of people. But yet there are still so many people that are suffering from anxiety and depression. And I'm sorry it's taken so long for somebody to come around and really start helping you guys. I'm so sorry that it's been so long. I've been a holistic health coach and a massage therapist for the past 10 years. And I have helped a lot of people with anxiety. I've helped a lot of people with depression, hormone imbalances, and digestive disorders. I've seen the ins and outs of anxiety and depression. I've felt it and experienced it myself. I get it. It's an awful experience. And the worst part is, there are so many solutions to all of these problems. It's rather sad. But I want to really bring forth some more education and some more teaching about anxiety and depression. And I would absolutely love for somebody to participate in one of my videos and see how quick and how easy it is to get over anxiety and depression. I'm hoping that by the end of this video, there'll be at least one person who has watched this and gotten over their depression. How can it be so quick and so easy, you ask? Well, quite simple. It's a message. It's words. It's the language. It's the way that our brains work. What I'm going to use with you guys here today is a powerful tool, powerful technique that not many people have ever been exposed to or even know about. And what I'm going to do for you guys here is show you what you need to do to really start helping with your anxiety, with your depression. First, I want you to go ahead and think about your things that cause you anxiety or depression. And think about it for about 5 seconds. Then step back and away. Take a deep breath in. Recalibrate yourself. Come back. Watch me in my eyes. Look at me. And what I want you to do is I want you to, without turning your head, I want you to look to your left and now try to think about that exact same thing while keeping your gaze to your left. You're going to find that it's a lot more difficult. And as you go ahead and do this, you may pause the video, you can continue along. But after a little bit, go ahead and step back, readjust your eyes and think to yourself, does that same thing cause you that much anxiety right now? Does that same thing cause you that much depression right now? And if you're finding yourself like feeling a little weird where you're like, no, for some reason it's not. Well, that's because what we're doing is we're going to start triggering different neurological pathways inside the brain just through thinking, language, and just a little bit of manipulation of the eyes. Go ahead and look to the right and try to do the exact same thing. Think of the exact same thing that was causing you that stress, that anxiety, or even that thing that was causing you that sense of sadness, that depression. And what you're going to find, again, it's going to feel a little bit different. Why is that? Well, it's science. There's certain things that happen neurologically in our brains that our brains have these specific patterns that when we think of something that causes us anxiety or think of something that causes us depression, our brain creates these patterns. And if you break the pattern, and just by turning your eyes one direction, you break the pattern, suddenly it's becoming more and more difficult to actually think and continue that rhythmic pattern of neurological functions in your brain. So this is part of the science behind this stuff. And there's so much about this that I can share with you guys and help you guys. And I've seen people who've been depressed for years come out of a depression in a single moment. And it's such a powerful thing that can happen. But it's all about these patterns, these neurological patterns in our brain. I've seen people, what they'll do when they get sad, they sit down on the floor, put their hands to their face, and they cover their eyes and they start crying. How many people have you seen do that? Or how many times have you yourself done that? If you get really sad, and you find yourself moving into that particular behavioral pattern, change it. Don't sit there. Don't put your eyes or cover your eyes with your hands and sit on the floor. Put your hands above your head and maybe stretch them out back behind your head like this, like you're kicking back and relaxing. That might be enough to start changing the neurological behavioral patterns to prevent you from going down that road to those depressive thoughts and that misery, or into that deep state of anxiety that ends up developing. A very simple thing that you guys can also do, other than the trick to look to the sides, is move in a way where you feel like nothing can bother you. Move in a way that you feel like, if you can imagine, what would some of maybe your favorite actors or your favorite characters in a superhero comic book or something like that, what would they do? How would they position their bodies when they wanted to, get out of the depression or get out of the anxiety? What would they do? You don't ever really see a superhero in those comic books, right? Sitting down on the floor with their hands to their eyes, covering it and sobbing. No, they've got other things that they need to do and take care of. So you're that same person. You've got other things you need to do and things you need to take care of, and it's fine. Now, this isn't going to heal you from all your anxieties or all your depressions, but it's going to start interrupting the pattern. It's going to make it harder for your body to fall into that habit of being anxious or depressed. So I want you guys to just think very simply, what else could you guys do? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if this helps you, if you find that this is actually working for you already and it's starting to give you more benefits. Please like this, share this, comment. If you don't comment, then I want to make more of these types of videos to help more of you guys out. But if it's not being commented on or liked or shared, I want it to reach people. And if you guys can do those three things, and if you subscribe, that's even better, because that'll help me reach more people. That'll help me get more content to you or other people out there. Even if you're not currently dealing with anxiety, but you know what it feels like, if you can subscribe and share, this will help other people as well. People who are just like you in that situation with the depression or the anxiety. So please, this is just the very first video of many I'm going to create. And I want you guys to know that there's help. And I'm going to be one of those people from now on that's going to help, as long as you guys want it. All right. I love you guys. I hope you're doing well. And I hope to hear from you soon. And I will see you guys in the next video.